Good morning. It's time for Crafts Corner. I'm Mr. Hammerquist and I teach at Excellencia, and this will be a great time to learn a new thing, and all it takes is any piece of paper that you can turn into a square. I've just got a regular piece of construction paper that's pretty large so that you can see what I'm doing, but pretty much any size will work. I've made them about that size before, so it'll be a lot of fun. But today we're going to be making paper cranes. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is take whatever sheet of paper you have and turn it into a square. If it's a rectangle, the easiest way to do that is to fold it diagonally, like so, from corner to the other side. This will help you make a square. So once you get something that looks like this, you just have to take this piece off. So I'm going to fold that back. In a pinch, you can rip this off, but I just happen to have some scissors here so that I can make it come off pretty easily here. And now all I'm left with is a square. And the first fold is already done. So the first fold that we're going to want to do is diagonal, then open it up and fold it diagonal again. When you're done with this step, you should have something that looks kind of like an X across the paper, like so. Now the next step is to fold it in half, and the way we're going to do that is backwards from the diagonal folds. So the diagonal folds are on the inside, and so diagonal fold, horizontal fold on the outside. So we're going to do the horizontal fold, open it up, and do the same thing until you have a plus sign. So we're going to flip the paper slightly, fold it in half again. So you will have something that looks like this. So you folded it horizontally, you folded it vertically, and now we have a plus sign in the middle. So you've done your diagonal folds, okay, and your horizontal folds, and you've got something that looks like this. Now, if I fold it once and push together, it naturally creates something that looks like this. So again, I'll show you what it looks like, something like this. And I'm going to take two folds into one hand, okay? Do you see these two folds on that side, two folds on this side. Now, see, the opening is up here, and this side has nothing, okay? This side's closed, this side is open. I'm going to take the open side and face it towards me, like this, and now I'm going to fold in the flaps until the edge touches this middle line. So there's a middle line here, and I want these flaps to touch the edge. Now at this point, it'd be a good time for me to tell you that you can pause this video at any moment to be caught up. I'm going to move relatively fast through the instructions, but you can pause it until you get caught up. So I'm going to do this until all the sides are done. So I'm going to fold this one, fold the one right next to it. Okay, so it looks like this. Then I'm going to turn it over and do that to the back side with these two folds as well. Okay, so I'm going to fold these two in as well, and again from the side to that middle until it looks something. And this one's not going to be perfect. Yours doesn't have to either, but it should look something kind of like this. Then I will fold this piece down, fold it back up, fold it down on this side, and that's just to get a crease right here. That'll help in our next spot where we take these flaps that we just folded in, we open them, and we open up the middle, put my thumb here to hold down the rest of it, and I pull this part all the way open, okay? All the way opened up, and fold it down. You might have to do some finagling here. Nice little fun word, finagling. And now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to open it up, take the bottom, and open it up as well. That's what this crease is here for, so that way this one will crease. So I'm going to open that up and fold it all in together. The better your folds were from the beginning, the better this whole process will be. I also recommend construction paper is not the best. I recommend using a nicer piece of paper. So once you have something that looks like this, here's the walking legs. We've got an opening on this side, opening on this side. I'm going to fold the walking legs up, make a nice fold, fold them back down, and now that that crease is here, it will help me. So I fold it up on both sides and back down. I just make a crease up and back to have a nice crease right along this edge here. Now what I'm going to do is open this side up, okay? Open a side, flip that single leg up and inside the fold here. So now there's one leg left. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to open up this side and fold that leg up inside. Now the next step is to make the tail. So I'm going to pull it out just ever so slightly and then crease the bottom here. I'm going to pull this side out and crease the bottom here. Now I've got myself what looks kind of like a crown, and you've got the head and the tail of your swan or your paper crane. So what I'm going to do is put my finger inside the crease here and then fold this down into a head. Now this takes some practice. Once you get it, it's pretty easy, but it takes a little practice the first time to get the head of the swan. Now I just fold down one wing, fold down the other, fold them back up, and you've got yourself a paper crane. Hopefully you'll be able to follow each and every one of those steps so that you can make your own paper crane. It's a great thing to learn if you're stuck at home in a self-quarantine. Enjoy.